Everybody, welcome back to the RoadSMITHS. And if you guys are new here, I'm Ken.
And I'm Pam.
And if you followed our channel for a while, you know that we love to travel in our RV. We've been, for 3 summers now, been back and forth across the United States a couple times, and we just love it. Love the community, we love the travel, we love everything that we see, but sometimes you need a break. And so what we'll do is we'll park ourselves for about a month at an RV place and just kind of unwind a little bit and take it easy, but sometimes, quite frankly, you need a little bit more than that.
Yeah, sometimes, I mean, I do love our RV, but sometimes you just need a change of scenery. I don't know if you guys have ever felt like this, but I do occasionally, and this is what we do. Welcome to our home base.
So the purpose of this video really is to talk about the benefits of having a home base. And again, as we said, we love to travel, but you know, it's just nice to get off of the road. And so we wanted to kind of share with you our thoughts around having a home base. Now, some of you might disagree. You may be truly full-timers that just want to be out there all the time and maybe have a rig that's super large that, you know, you're comfortable with. And as we've talked about, our rig's about 35 feet, and it's a good combination of being nimble and being comfortable. But we do need to get off the road occasionally, and we have a condo in Southwest Florida, Bonita Springs, and it is a condo, and it is what we call lock and leave. So we love that, and we love some of the amenities that are here. So we wanted to talk about the pros and cons of having a home base.
I understand it's a financial decision for a lot of people, but for us, this was a place that we actually have owned for about 12 years. We had it, we were very lucky that we had it when we owned our home in Texas as well. So it wasn't like we made the purchase specifically after going, in the RV.
Well, we did as kind of an investment property because we actually rent this place to folks in the wintertime. So as you know, half of the North America seems to come to Florida in the wintertime. And so we do rent this several months of the year, January, February, March, and then that really offsets a lot of the expenses. But enough of that. It gives us a place to get off of the road for a little bit, have what is ostensibly a home, and it's not very big. It's like 1,600 square feet, so it's not big, but it's comfortable, and there's just a lot of stuff to do here in a place, and it's at a
it's a master planned community, I guess you could call it, and so it offers a ton of amenities, and so not only do we feel like we are on vacation when we're in our RV, but the great thing is, when we come here, we still feel like we're on vacation.
We're just always on vacation, apparently, after we retire.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, retirement doesn't suck.
You got the beach, you got the pool, you got the spa. Anyway, it's a real blessing.
Yeah, it just, like as we said, it gives you a chance to get away from RV parks and a chance to kind of, just get out of the monotony and change the scenery. And if you have been to Southwest Florida, it's a beautiful place. I mean, the sunsets are amazing. The beaches are beautiful. Everything out here is beautiful. It's like there's always stuff in bloom. So it just kind of to get reinvigorated, re-excited about getting back on the road.
And back to the whole blooming thing, specifically for me, oh my gosh, I'm like in heaven here because I mean, I guess this part of Southwest Florida is considered subtropical or subtropical.
Yeah.
It's not quite the tropics, but pretty close to it. And so the flowers and all of the flora, it's just, I'm in heaven all the time.
Well, and that brings up to a point, because it is subtropical. We are exposed to hurricanes.
Of course.
And as you may remember, we actually had some damage in Hurricane Ian last year, but we've put it back together, and we came back here in the spring of this year and did some work and kind of get this place back together. But I just will tell you that the amenities here are amazing. The beaches are great, like I said. It's beautiful. There's hike and bike trails all through here. There's a marina here. There's boat ramps here. It's great fishing here.
Pickleball, tennis.
Yeah, so and some RV places have that stuff as well, but this has that all together. Bocce. And if you know, I was the bocce champion in Ocala in March for at least a week anyway of this year. So it's good. What's really kind of cool too is as we meet the community of RV people, like-minded people, that's been a lot of fun. and we get to share those experiences. But as we come back in town, there's a number of people here that are like, hey, where you been? What have you done? You know, blah, blah, blah. Some of them watch our videos, some don't. But it's great to share our experiences with people that don't do that. And it's a home for them. It's not a home base from an RVer perspective. It's literally their home. So we get a chance to enjoy that. There's familiarity. We have some, although some of them were damaged in the hurricane, but just familiar shopping places, familiar restaurants. We had
Oh, wait, let's talk about
yeah, we had some great restaurants that we loved.
seafood. Yeah, shrimp.
Like I said, so there's that familiarity, and what's cool about the RVing is that you get to experience new things, and that's always exciting and fun. But leave a comment below. I mean, how many times have you been out in your RV and you say, hey, this restaurant looks good, and you go to that restaurant and you come back and you're like, yeah, that wasn't that good, or it wasn't as good as the one I'm familiar with. And so having this place for as long as we've had, we've just had some, just great places that we've really enjoyed.
But let's talk about some of the things that that we really enjoy. Not only the amenities, of course, but the things about having a home base that offer other than the amenities, such as, if you know us, we do not have a washer and dryer on our RV. And although I don't mind the laundromats sometimes, I mean, the advantage, I've always said the advantage of a laundromat is you can take all of your laundry in and you can wash and dry and fold all of your laundry within, a couple of hours or maybe less. So that is a good thing. But I do love being back here and having my washer and dryer.
It's a woman thing, for sure.
To be able to wash our clothes when I want to wash them, and not specifically, when I can find the time to get to the laundromat.
And I get kind of spoiled with that, because when we're in the RV, I know that she waits until like laundry is overflowing, and that makes sense.
Until everything's dirty.
But basically, now it's like, I want the laundry, and it's like, hey, and we don't bring a lot. We keep some stuff here, but we don't bring a lot of stuff because we keep some stuff here, but we have less things, which is kind of inverse, because we should have less things in the RV than we have here, but I think we have more anyway. But I know another appliance that you love.
Oh, well, yeah, again, some people have these in their RVs, especially if you have a motorhome, a Class A or something like that. And I'm talking about a dishwasher, which I've learned that when I'm on the RV, I really don't mind that much washing things and all right, right at the time we're cooking dinner or whatever it happens to be. But I do enjoy having a dishwasher again, because, you can fill it up through the day and you don't have to wash dishes multiple times during the day. So that's definitely nice. Oh, and another kitchen thing is garbage disposal.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm very careful to try to use one of the screens in my kitchen sink so that I don't get a whole bunch of food down the sink drain.
Yeah.
And so I enjoy having a garbage disposal as well.
So another thing, so that's the woman's domain, clearly the woman's domain, but that's great, because I think we appreciate those things. So what's the man's domain? Well, unless you have a toy hauler, we don't have a toy hauler. The garage is a man's domain. And we have a 2-car garage here, which is good. So we have our bicycles here, just keep some other things, paddleboard, although I think the paddleboard is somewhere else right now. You have the space, even though, again, this place is not very large, you do have the space in which to have other things. And I guess the really cool thing about that, again, thinking about it from an RV perspective and having this, is I don't have to worry about payload, because payload's not an issue here, right? We can keep as much stuff as we need to and not worry about the weight. I worry about the expense, but not about the weight. So those are great things. I do want to show you some footage here about this particular area and about Bonita Bay, where we are, the name of the community. What's really, really cool is, how many times have you gone into an RV park and it's like, yeah, they should take care of that a little bit better. Yeah, it's fine, but this place, and now you pay the money for it, but that's why we rent it. They keep this place immaculate in terms of the flora and the landscaping and everything else. And it just, when you drive in, you just know how well taken care of it is, and you know that we don't have to take care of it. They're doing that all. So that's the beauty about the lock and leave is, you get to enjoy it. And then when it's time to leave, you leave, and you don't have to really worry about all that other maintenance stuff.
We pretty much just turn our water off, turn our hot water heater off, and lock it and leave, and don't worry about it.
Yeah. So if you all have a home base, we'd love a comment about, some of the things that you love about your home base as well. And we can't bring our rig here. That's one thing. They do have kind of strict rules about what you can do. In fact, it wouldn't fit in the driveway anyway. But again, when we do come down here, we lock the rig up and just kind of store that for a bit. But leave a comment below in terms of what, if you do have a home base, what you like about it, or if you're considering having a home base. We are actually putting this up for sale, actually. And this is not a video about trying to garner you to interest. Now, if you are interested, private message us. We'll give you a little tour around. But we are going to put it up for sale for a couple of reasons. One is we bought a piece of property in the Panhandle of Florida. And if you haven't guessed, we love Florida. And that's closer to North Texas, where two of our kids and two grandkids are. It's a day drive, not 2-day drive. And it is a piece of property that we can build on. And although it's still, I call it lock and leave. It's, there's a little bit more maintenance required, but not a whole lot more. So we are looking forward to building on that eventually. But we're not getting off the road anytime soon, because we do love being on the road.
So something else that I really enjoy about having a home base is I think no matter what type of stabilizing system you have, you're still going to have movement in your RV. He's
not sure where we're going with this, but stand by.
He's not a tiny person by any stretch. And, I'm a late sleeper. He's not. He gets up in the mornings. I like to get a little bit extra sleep, and he gets up in the whole thing.
Well, when we have stabilizer jacks, so we have, we have 6 hydraulic stabilizer jacks.
But it's kind of the nice thing, too, about having a home base like this is I don't have to feel any shaking going on, which is really nice.
Unless when a hurricane comes through, then it shakes a lot, and that's the other side.
And we're not here when that happens anyway. But some people also have ceiling fans in their RVs. That's something we don't have. We've tried to, figure out a system, because I'm one of those people that I sleep under a ceiling fan, even if it's 30 degrees outside. So I do enjoy my ceiling fan. I enjoy having 2 bathrooms, since we only have one on the RV. And several of those things.
Yeah, so we've really loved this place and loved the option of having a home base. And that'll all change for us as we sell us and go on to something else. So hope this has been helpful. It really wasn't very filled with a lot of facts or anything, but I think it's just something that you have to look out and decide, with full-time RV living, do you truly want to be on the road all the time, or do you want something to go back to kind of, again, reinvigorate yourself and get back on the road?
Yeah, so it'd be interesting to know, any of you guys that are watching, have you been full-time and you're considering maybe buying something as a home base, or even some property where you can set? And we have some friends recently, John and Christie, that have just done this, bought a piece of property, and they're setting it up specifically for their RV. And also, are you just thinking about the RV life and you're trying to decide, if a home base is necessary or not for you? We'd love to hear about that.
Yeah. I think like anything else, there's not one answer, right? At the end of the day, it's got to be what works for you, and hopefully you'll come to that right decision. So anyway, we'll wrap it up, and hopefully you guys out there like this kind of stuff. And if you do, love for you to subscribe, hit the road with us, and we're looking forward to the downtime of the holidays here and spending time with family and friends. And then, as they say, back on the road again.
Exactly. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and ring the bell, because you'll be notified of upcoming videos, and share it with some friends. If you have people who are interested in this RV life, then share the video. Maybe they could join our journey too.
And if you don't have friends, it's probably time you find some. That'd be good. And give us a like. That really helps the algorithm. I mean, when YouTube sees that the video is liked, unless you don't like the video, then don't do anything. But if you do like the video, we'd appreciate a like. That helps YouTube to promote that more people. So anyway, thanks again for watching. And if the holidays get kind of bored to you, we're gonna put a playlist up here so you can binge watch.
Do some binge watching of the RoadSMITHs.
The RoadSMITHs. See where the heck it is we've been.
Yeah, but you guys have a very safe and happy Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.